I don't think there's anything more satisfying than flying towards someone with a big burning punch and leaving what might be the most satisfying crunch ever in a fighting game. So yes, let's talk about Burn Knuckle. Unlike last time, we're going to start even earlier than Garo, that being Real Bout Fatal Fury 2. Burn Knuckle is just a good old combo ender since both versions are dangerously minus on block. But let's fully dissect the move. Terry charges his arm back and jumps forward with a burning fist going strangely fast as he flies across the screen. This is basically Terry's version of the Tatsumaki, but if it didn't have any anti-fireball properties. It's also a lot cooler if you ask me. I mean, who wants to do a stupid flying kick? I already made a video about you, crack shoot, go away. So if it doesn't have anti-fireball properties, what other uses does it have? This ties into a very special property that Burn Knuckle specializes in, and that is spacing. Like I said earlier, both of them are dangerously minus on block, but that is only if you didn't have the proper spacing. So this means that Burn Knuckle can actually be treated like a poke in some games, and also a big fisher for counter hits in others. To summarize, the light version is a poke/combo ender, while the heavy is a full screen version for skipping neutral. Now, still on the topic of Fatal Fury, there is one more way that it can be used, and that is ring outs.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! What the fuck did you do? Ah!
This means Burn Knuckle could be used as an all or nothing attack, especially the heavy one since it gives a hard knockdown. I went through a lot of the older Fatal Furies and saw that they all kind of work like this. I mean, the light one is always used for combo enders and can be a poke that's safe. The heavy one is kind of worthless to the point where even the wiki says that the Garo one is useless. So I'm just going to jump to the next game where I actually saw the move expanded. In only 3 fighting games has Quick Burn ever been in: Real Bout, Garo Densu Special, Dominated Mind, KOF 2002 Ultimate Match, and now Street Fighter 6. I would have shown footage of Real Bout Garo Denetsu Special, but I swear to God, it must be lost media or something because I cannot find anything on it. Anyways, Quick Burn is where Terry sets both of his fists on fire and throws a mid punch and an overhand punch, which is an overhead. This means Terry finally gets access to something he doesn't usually have, that being mix-ups, but not mix-up for combo, but mix-up for pressure, as landing it doesn't give out knockdown or combo. Now, I know what you're gonna say, but that's Quick Burn, not Burn Knuckle. But to that I say, his knuckle is burning, so... This is also where I'll expand on Burn Knuckle's use in neutral. With Burn Knuckle and Quick Burn, you can cycle pretty scary mid-range pressure since both are safe due to its pushback on block. And in SNK, you can't guard forever, meaning you can't just let Terry run this offense. This lets Terry pressure at a mid-range, mixing in short hops and other mid-range bunts to make the opponent try to make mistakes or overextend, which allows him to whiff punish and get his big hit. So as recap from the last episode, Terry's game plan relies on that big hit, so Terry can cycle his mid-range options to keep his opponent guessing. This is also the inherent downside of Burn Knuckle, being predictable. Constantly using the same options and tools lets your opponent easily read you since you're cycling between 1 to 2 to 3 options. So, how should you as a Terry player use Burn Knuckle? The answer is sparingly. Make your opponent really fear what choices you have. Don't be predictable. Now I'd like to move on to more modern iterations, where they've actually been doing more and more with the move, giving it even more use and properties. In more modern iterations, you can see that Burn Knuckle is more used as movement. In KOF 15, Burn Knuckle is fast, and when you mix that in with running, short hops, and rolling, it can be very hard to predict just how Terry is going to come at you. In City of the Wolves, you can even break the move, which allows you to run up and throw, or just bait things out. This shows how they want Burn Knuckle to be used. It's supposed to be a hard-to-punish mid-range poke, and that's why I think City of the Wolves probably did the best version of the move. On counter hit, it still gives you something very big, which means it is threatening, but it's also hard to deal with, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. Predicting the move before it comes out with a jump will lead to a huge punish. Terry's Burn Knuckle is one of his most versatile moves that continue to grow to this day, and I can't wait to see how it might work in future SNK games. Well, that's all I got for you guys. And if you love Terry just as much as I do, make sure to like and subscribe because I got a lot of Terry content on the back burner. Enjoy life, and I'll see you in the next one.